good one. Magicians is another one. Illustrations are good. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all were talking about illusions. Well, what is it when you're disillusioned?
You're not tricked.
When you're disillusioned? You know, I'm always reading in the newspapers how young people like you, James, are disillusioned. Isn't that what the newspaper says?
What it said.
What are they saying? When they say that, what?
You've been tricked twice.
Confused.
You're confused, you're disillusioned. Well, disillusioned from what?
Reality.
Or you're disillusioned from reality. Well, what is the reality
What is truth?
that they've been disillusioned from? I'm reading in the newspaper that these children here are filled with disillusionment. What are they talking about?
They don't.
Not properly educated.
So, are they suggesting that they tell me in the newspaper that they're educating these children?
That they don't know the difference between the truth and the false.
Well, see,
Is that right? Well, here's what I'm getting at. If you're so full of being disillusioned, then I guess you must need to be full of illusion. But the thing is they just said that illusion, a minute ago, they said that illusion was a trick.
It's not real.
It's not real.
No.
Well, this is going to get real strange now because loose is this thing up here, right?
Yeah.
If loose is this thing up here, and we're saying that we want some illumination, and wait a minute, what's loom got to do with loose? All of you are following me, aren't you?
yeah,
Lumens.
Loom is light. What's loose?
Mike.
So loose is the same as loom. So this is going to get strange because we think that because they're spelled differently, they're different things. So when they called her Lucille Ball, what were they calling her? There was somebody who had the light. What was the light? Lucy is knowledge, right? Isn't that the case? So now when you have illusion or illustration, what do you have? You know what? I'm thinking that when you have illumination, what do you have?
The presence of light.
yeah, bad light.
You got bad light,
Evil light.
evil light. Well, how do you get evil light?
Because of the ill.
No. See, the thing is you're saying ILL. Now you're coming into a whole nother language. That wasn't a part of the creation of the word. The word is IL. And then LU. That's a separate word. It's not the same word.
Illuminati.
So now, who and what is the Illuminati?
The light bearers.
So who is that?
The intelligent people. People who read.
So how come you all seem to think that that's only somebody over on the other side of the ocean? Somebody in New York, somebody that you don't know, somebody that's got power over you. When the Illuminati been standing up in front of you all the time. I don't understand. Someone, come on, somebody make me understand. Why is it that you keep thinking that some video that's telling you about something, about some people they don't know anything about? I think when you were in here last time, or one time, you mentioned the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
They're supposed to be the Illuminati or something, right?
So Doc,
Yeah.
is it that we believe what people tell us instead of doing the work ourselves?
How do we start this, Taylor? How did we start this? Didn't we start this out by saying that radio and TV are what?
Our tool of the magician.
And the particular magician that we're talking about is the one that does tricks. And they can use that TV and that radio to perform tricks. And they have tricked some people that I am relative to. I would like to see them come from under the trick. In other words, if you ever learn what magic is, and you really understand that magic is your existence on this planet. That's real magic. But understand, you came here and all your life you've been singing This Little Light of Mine, right? When do you sing it? When do you usually sing This Little Light of Mine?
Church.
At church on Sunday. Then you wake up on Monday and you go to school, and what's the first thing you do once you sit in the chair?
Go to sleep.
Click, you turn the light out. Isn't that amazing? But when you're singing the song, what are you saying? Sing the song. Sing it. Stop right there. Say it again.
This light of mine.
Who are you talking about? Who is mine?
I.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that there's a light inside of you somewhere? How do we turn it on? That's the question. How do we get it to come on? What teachers? What teachers have you had?
Information.
What knowledge and information? Where are you going to get it from? From the TV and the newspaper? Somebody sat up in here, I should say. Boy, they're about to make me mad. Somebody sat up in here and said something about me trusting the dictionary. Who heard that?
I heard it. Trust it.
Me trusting the dictionary. Have I ever told anyone to trust the dictionary?
No.
Now a person wants to know, why do I want you to learn the dictionary if I'm not suggesting that you trust the dictionary? Somebody tell me why I need you to learn the dictionary.
It's a good guide.
It's a good guide to what?
To deciphering the magic.
To deciphering
And learn how to define for
the
yourself.
tool of the magician. Yes. To deciphering and decoding the tool of the magician. You see, writing is a tool of the magician. Writing was created by magicians. What did they do with this creation? What were they able to do?
Control the world.
Control the world. Only control a damn fool. That's the only one they could control with writing. It's a damn fool. But people who are not foolish, writing is not something that can be used to control them. Because people who are not foolish will learn how to decipher and decode the writing. Someone says, well, but they kept this back from us. They stole our people and they stole their language and they will steal it back.
That's right.
Instead of complaining all the time about what they did to you. So all you're going to do is complain. Well, if you complain about what they're doing to you, that means that you think they have power over you. So you have no power over yourself. You're always complaining.
And submit.
And you submit. And then you holler and shout. Like you mad about something.
Tear your clothes up on Sunday.
Like you mad about something. And wait a minute now. So you mad, right? So who you hurting?
Just yourself.
That's it. No one else. So if you calm down, we get busy, we don't have to trust what's in that book. We can learn how to decipher and decode it, because what do we have to learn how to do with that book? The exact same thing that the lexicographer had to learn to do to create the book. That's what we need to learn. What did they have to do to learn how to create that language? What did they have to do to learn how to create these symbols that Taj just put up on his board at 5 years old to illustrate to you a thought? Because writing has the power to communicate a thought. And so like the voice, these symbols can communicate a thought. So what does that make a thought? What does that make your thoughts?
Words.
Light,
So what are words? What is light?
energy.
Energy.
Energy, no problem. So what is your voice and the words that you're writing, what is it doing with that energy?
It's creating.
Or it communicates it. And see, communicate, C-O-M is what?
Together.
With, and so muni and 8, you've got to break this whole word apart so you understand what you're doing when you're communicating. If I introduce myself to you, what did I just do? Intro is one thing and deuce is the other. So that's 2. Actually now, becoming 1, introduce. You have to find out what is going on with the language so that we understand this. How do we do that? The dictionary allows us to understand how to decipher the language. So now I've been asking you all for I don't know how long, because you all came around me knowing every goddamn thing. Now, here's what I'm suggesting. Tell me what the word Africa means. I've been hearing you all tell me that you know all about Africa and African people. I think you're lying. Because you still haven't told me what the word Africa means. Even those of you who've been around me for years trying to get me to tell you. I ain't never told you.
Still working on it.
You're still working on it. Good. What kind of work you doing?